Yo, don't. Jeez, bro. Look, I'm. Oh my God. Approval, approval, dude. Like approval, my guy. Like that. Yo, I feel like we spend, and this isn't gonna be the first time you hear me talk about approval. I think a lot of life is about overcoming that approval that you seek from either your maternal or paternal figures, right? And I believe that those that root themselves the deepest, like brothers, like sisters, uh, deep, deep roots into your need for approval and validation, right? And you know i'm I'm calling for you to be more compassionate towards yourself throughout this time. The reason for that is because look, you you're seeking, if you're seeking approval, right? You're seeking approval from these individuals, uh who for a while, for a short period of time in your life, right? And now this is, you're becoming an adult, right? And to a degree, that approval is what's going to hold you back the most. It's going to hold you back the most. So, an understanding that, hey, I can't be seeking for the approval of these individuals anymore. Check. You get to a point in your life where you want to do something very cool. You know it's cool and it's fantastic and it's amazing. And now all of a sudden, as you begin to do these things, what might you do? Ask for advice. Ask for advice. Cool. You ask for advice, or you, for lack of a better term, go out and seek approval. Now, what that's doing is, yo, it's causing all kinds of messed up it's you're letting, and for a period of time that was nice, right? For a period of time that was cool. You were young, you probably didn't know any better, and that was the case. Now, I'm a firm believer that uh I'm a firm believer of two things. One, uh the younger generations are the wiser ones. I believe that they're the more in some other cultures, not too much in the West. In the West, a lot of people, I believe, are very disrespectful towards younger generations. I believe that that has to change. In the East, in and other places of the earth, the younger generations uh, are known to contain more wisdom and more seniority in one way. Sounds backwards because, hey, it's true. I personally believe it's true. And so I believe this as well, which is like, yo, these kids, they're not dumb. When you're young, you're not dumb. You're not like, you're not you know what I'm saying? That like I firmly believe this. Intelligence starts at a very young age, and I believe peaks. I think intelligence peaks around what? For just very young, man, like super young, like 5, 8. You know what I'm saying? And that's when like you're the most impressionable, and it baffles me, man. Like a lot of people, and if you're a parent, you know this. Your child is smart. Your child is intelligent. And so now you take that kind of intelligence and you go ahead and you tell, yo, now it gets to a point where you're, now it gets to a point where you're growing up and you got to take leaps. You either got to go to different countries, you either got to get different kinds of jobs, you either got to surround yourself around different kind of people, you got to probably shift and change your community entirely. And now all of a sudden there's just this there's this 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 layer of thick approval that you need to get over, that these individuals helping you grow up. And this is what I'm saying, you have to come at this from a place of compassion. It is one of the most difficult things to do, because when you, and it's not compassion, you can have compassion towards them, but that'll be way harder if you don't have compassion towards yourself. Understanding that yes, you are trying to get approval from these individuals, and you have to come and say, hey, look, you can't get approval from them anymore. They don't know any better anymore. They don't know you. You've spent long enough now trying to understand and putting together what is best for you. And nobody is going to know what is better for you anymore than you. And you have to come to terms with that. And I believe that truly becoming an adult is breaking those shackles of approval and becoming your own parent. You have to become your own mom. You have to become your own dad and say, hey, son, hey, yeah, I know what's best for you, and we're going to make sure that you get this thing done. And you got to cold heartedly believe that. And the more you refine that, the less dependent you'll be on other people, and the more of an asset you'll be to society. 100%. You gotta let that stuff go. And I promise, this isn't, like I said, this isn't the first time we're gonna talk about this, because for a fact this stuff happens all the time. If walk into a room, walk into a room, and if there's a female, a male of any type in that room, watch your head tilt, watch your head switch, watch your head watch who or what gender you react to. Watch how that stuff unfolds. That's who you're seeking approval from. If you walk past somebody and there was no reason for you to walk or tilt your head in that direction because you had a place to go and you just decided to, that's you seeking for approval. That's your inner child seeking for approval. And one of the hardest things is to literally be there for yourself like you are your own mom, like you are your own dad. And it takes, I'm going to be honest, it takes embracing a level of loneliness that it initially, before you solve that problem of reducing the shackles of approval, you're gonna come across some loneliness. You're gonna come across some deep-seated loneliness that you gotta get over. Because that loneliness is you crying for somebody to hold you, for somebody to carry you, for somebody to tell you what to do or where to go. And you can't depend on that anymore. You can't. I was laying with my lady not too long ago, and I was having a conversation, and I feel like, yo, I think, the older I get, God wants me to be more alone and alone. She agrees. She was like, yeah. And I believe that this is because, hey, yo, like, I believe that this is just it. I think it has to do with that principle of approval. To truly live the life that you want, it's going to look crazy to others. It won't make any kind of sense. It will to you, but it won't to anybody else. And you have to get rid of those shackles. Fun fact, the only reason you're with your partner, right, male or female, is because you want their approval in one way, shape, or form. And to come to terms with this, like, man, fuck, Rangel, you must be, yeah, it's real, it's real, it's real. And man, and I think a part of being in that relationship is breaking those shackles of approval. If you're in a healthy relationship, you'll feel like, wow, I'm not getting the approval that I really wanted to get. It's gonna confuse you. It's gonna confuse you, and you're gonna be like, wait, this person's not approving me the way I want it to be. And it's gonna feel weird, and you're gonna feel like you got some kind of freedom that you never had before. You know, and it's yo, approval is something, and it'll get you pissed off, man. It's gonna get you pissed off. It's gonna get you mad because you know that you felt deep down like this person was supposed to be there for you. You felt like that person was supposed to help you and take care of you the way that you longed for. Shit, this might make you cry. I'm serious, man. You wanted that person to be there for you the way you longed for. And and I have to tell you that you are, and you've got to be there for yourself like that. You've gotta play with yourself. No homo, but you gotta play with yourself. You gotta play with yourself. You gotta take yourself out. Listen to yourself talk. Listen to yourself talk. What does the child around, like, what do you sound like when you're having fun? What do you sound like when you're enjoying yourself? What do you sound like? That's your inner child. What do you sound like when you're making dumbass jokes? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you sound like? What do you sound like? What do you want the most? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the kind of stuff you gotta think about. You gotta write about. You gotta fantasize about. You have to become obsessed with the things that you desire. You have to become obsessed with the things that you feel are the most important to you in your life. You have to become obsessed with those things. And becoming an adult and growing up is about understanding those things, and delivering it and getting those things done. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's gonna get those things for you. Nobody's gonna get those things for you. You have to go and get them for yourself. You want to go to a country, you have to save up and book the flight, and you have to go out on a discovery journey with yourself. And it's got to feel good. It can't be none of that lonely shit. It's got to feel great. It's got to feel like, oh wow, I'm out here, and you're pointing at stuff that you like, and it can't be none of that lonely shit where it's like, oh, it's me in my backpack. It's just me in this in this foreign country. I don't know no fucking language. I don't know nothing. Um, you in the airport waiting. Yeah, it can't be none of that lonely shit. You got to be listening to the music that you like in the airport. You got to be drawing or whatever, in the plane. You got to be fantasizing, and this is why I think having a vision is so important. A vision is the first sign you have of your child. Think about the kind of house you want right now. Think about it. How big is it? How small is it? Where is it? Right? Think about what kind of pets you want. Is it big, small? What is it? Right? Think about shoot, think about if you could have any superpower, what would it be? Think about it. Right? Think about all these things. Think about, man, just think about these things. Think about what game system or phone you want. Think about what what's your favorite juice, what's your favorite kind of drink. Think about who's your favorite person to talk to. What kind of friend do you have that you really enjoy talking to and brings you peace and joy? You know what I'm saying? Like, think about, man, just think about all these things. Think about it. Think about it. Think about, if you do have family, which one do you enjoy hanging out with the most? Think about it. And think about why that is, man. Like, that there are things that are innate and important to you, and resonate with you deeply, because that is who you have to take care of. You have to take care of your vision, and you can't let that vision go, because it's the thing that is going to take you the furthest. You understand? It's going to take you as far as you possibly think you could go, and you have to go after it. You can't let people take that stuff from you. You can't let people take the vision from you, because yo, it's so, it's important, man. It's important. It's important. Like, and you have to get rid of the validation that anybody else might have for you. You can't be sitting there and be like, oh, uh, this person made me feel however they made me feel, and I guess I'm not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you gonna hate yourself. You gonna hate yourself by the time you get older if you ain't do shit for yourself, and it's because of the people told you not to fucking do it. You gonna hate yourself, bro. You gonna really, bro. It's gonna irk you. It's gonna irk you, and you're gonna resent everybody close to you that you love because of it. You gonna hate it. You're gonna hate your brothers. You're gonna hate your sisters if you keep listening to them. And the faster you come to terms with, the better off those relationships will be. I'm not saying crush those relationships and throw them out. You just gotta be a fucking menace. You gotta be a menace when it comes to these people. You gotta be a menace. Look, seek for their disapproval. Go after their disapproval. spitefully, to a degree, because you have to get over these things. If you still want these people in your life, you have to spitefully break the chains and shackles of their approval. Because it's not, you have, like, with a smile, because that, do it with a smile, because it's going to make their relationships better, and they're going to thank you for it. They might be disgusted, but they don't give a fuck. They just want to make sure you happy, and you care, and you cared for. Ultimately, if they're really about it, if they really love you, they just want to see you happy and taken care of. That's all they want. They don't want nothing. They don't want you to do. They don't want you to be a doctor. They just want you to be happy and taking care of yourself. And if it's some all lineage shit, fuck that, bro. What, like, is it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Don't do it. You'll resent them and you'll hate them. Okay, let them go. They don't care. The only thing they really care about is just you being happy and taking care of yourself. And you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think truthfully, uh, if you get to that point where you can do this, reassure, reassure, if you can, you don't have to. You ain't gotta do nothing that. But you can reassure them. Say, hey, look, you know, uh, I did the research. I know everything, and tell them, hey, look, this is truthfully what I really want to do, and this is, I understand that it's gonna, I have everything taken care of. Um, Reassure them like they were the child that they were freaking scared of losing, because that's really what it is. They're scared of losing a child. Of they're scared of losing a child, and if you know any mother, they should absolutely be afraid of losing a child. It should haunt them at night, like, really. And you've got to reassure them, like, hey, your child is in good hands. And you have to do it with that kind of demeanor, with that kind of tone. Your child is in good hands. I'm taking care of your child, man. Your child is great and good to go, man. Serious, you gotta do it like that. All right. With that being said, I gotta remember the three things here. This video, this channel, is sponsored by you. You, man. Look at the other side of the camera. Look at you, cutie pie. You come around here often? Hmm? I'll tell you how you sponsored this, right? I'll tell you how you did it. Um, Hoodie, available down below. It's the name of it is Devotion 12.25. Why is it 12.25? December of 2025. I'm a genius. I thought about it. Boom. Next. Mentorship. I talk about a vision a lot. So much that it's a thing now. You have a vision. If you're alive and you have a pulse, there's a reason. You have a vision, and I need to hear it. Everybody needs to hear it, or if not, see it. Please, please. A link is down below, where we can work on that vision. And hey, yo, feed it, because if you don't feed your vision, if you don't actively go out to if you don't feel if you don't construct that vision, if you don't put that vision together, man, it you got to put it together. You got to refine that thing. And I provide an unconditional ear, where I truly listen to what's going on, and non-judgmental. I'm like that supportive family member that just listens to all the crazy stuff you want to put together. I don't care how crazy it is. I'll listen to it, confidential, of course, and, well, just make a place where you can freely talk about these things, because we can't we cannot have any more visions go to waste. Lastly, the newsletter. Oh, this is how I collect community members, right? This is how I keep track of everyone that is part of this community. Please, if you fuck with this shit, yo, sign up for the sign up for the newsletter. Scroll all the way down. It's at the bottom link. You'll get. I be dropping bombs. Like I be not literally. Please, I just be like typing and spitting facts, just how I do on this episode, on these episodes and stuff like that. I just be writing away, and it's fantastic. Like it's great. It's great. You get real good gems out of it. Um, yeah. Sometimes I also have. I'm working on throwing events. I really want to throw events, and we gonna throw events, and we gonna get together, and I think that's gonna be a great opportunity for us to meet really cool people. Um, really cool people. So please, please, if you fuck with this shit, sign up for the newsletter. And last but not least, if you got anything from this episode, please leave a like. It's the only thing I really want you to do so it can get to other people. And that's it, man. That's it. I'm going awkwardly and cutely end the video right here. Bye.